Greetings Crusaders, FiOth here, and in this video I'm gonna bring you my Iudex build based on strength and radiance. This is a pretty solid one that I've been using for the biggest part of my playthrough, slowly improving it, and it does not require any crazy execution for it to be effective. There are builds out there, like glass cannon builds, that force you to play in a very specific manner. This one, however, is really powerful, and all you can do is play the game normally to take advantage of it. So I'm gonna go through every single item that I am using on this, as well as my stats distribution, and if you want to find every single one of these items, I would suggest you visit the wiki. If I was to show every single location from the vestige to acquire them, the video would be 30 minutes long, and neither of us wants that. Without further ado, let's get to it. We will start with the stats. Now here I am over leveled, I am way beyond the level 100, 152, but you do not need to be this level to use this build. The necessities are, as dictated by our weapon, 30 strength and 30 radiance, then go for agility at the starting point of your character, endurance of 40, vitality of 40, and inferno at base. You should be able to achieve this at around 100, 120 level according to what you started with, and that's pretty logical, especially if you're combing the game to find everything. Of course, you're gonna have it ready by the time your game plus hits. So what are we using? You can ignore the broken bucket plus 4 here. I just have it here so I can socket a rune that will net me more vigor. Our basic weapon is Ravager Gregory's sword, and you can eventually buy it from the executor in the base hub. As you progress, giving him items and talking to him, he will eventually sell Ravager gear, including Ravager Gregory's sword. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, this beast boasts attack of 1021 at this point. When I was around 40 strength and 40 radiance, I was a bit shy of 1000, but still an insane amount if you consider that it's a grand sword and pancakes everything it hits with heavy attacks. Exacter Scripture plus 10 is our catalyst, and this is one of the best in the game, if not the best. 5 slots, insane scaling, insane spell power. You do this by completing the Exacter's quest, so you're gonna get this pretty late. As an alternative, you can use Wilmark's catalyst that you get pretty early by freeing the woman from her stone prison in the family. This quest is pretty short and easy. You can take care of it. You pretty much go next to her, cast any spell that heals and cures, or throw something that cures ailments, and she will be freed from her prison, and then you can just reload your game and the catalyst will be there for the taking. The spells I am using are Invigorating Aura, a constant heal, Lucent Beam, that is the most broken thing in the game right now, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get nerfed. It's pretty much a continuous stream of damage, Radiant Weapon to buff my weapon, Aura of Tenacity for increased defenses, and Blessed Reflections for ganks in PvP, and of course burst damage in PvE. You activate this once and then you start with the Lucent Beam. These 2 apparitions will deal a shitload of damage in a burst, and then your continuous stream will finish off any stragglers. Sovereign Protector Helm, Angel of the Void Armor, Hast Saint's Gauntlets, Holy Bulwark Trousers, and here I'm going with Hallowed Triptych, a triptych displaying 3 images related to the Hallowed Sentinels. Holy damage deals additional posture damage. We want this mainly to be used with the Grand Sword. You deal a shitload of posture damage because it is very hefty, and with this added, because it also deals holy and wither damage, you get them on their knees and then execute a finish. Now for rings, I'm going with Mine Owners, more stamina, faster stamina regen, and Melchior's, more physical damage. It is not set in stone, and I'll be the first to admit that in a game like this with so much loot, with so many items, min-maxing can be achieved. Here I'm looking at the weight of 115.575 out of 116. I'm pretty much min-maxed, but better gear or more suitable gear for this scenario could very well be the answer to making this as close to perfect as possible, and I would like to hear your thoughts. What's strong about this and what are the weaknesses? You can can buff your weapon to reach some decent heights. It already scales A+ strength and A+ radius, which is nuts. But it's a pretty heavy boy. It weighs 43.4 units. That is why we need so much endurance and are tied to using a medium torso. Angel of the Void is fine, 183 physical and 200 on the wither, but the rest of the resistance is kinda so-so. I tried to incorporate something more balanced, but then I would lose a lot of physical, and I didn't really want that. You want as much physical protection as possible because elemental attacks are pretty much accommodating the physical attacks of enemies in PvE and PvP. Another issue with this build is that if you are serious about playing any sort of PvP right now with the state the netcode is in, you're better off getting two fast moving weapons with high damage and just spamming in the lag and hoping for the best. The netcode is really iffy. I'm running a fiber line here and I'm getting extreme rubber banding. I am flying all over the place. Today I was trying to help a player in the new game plus. The boss would perform an attack across the arena and I would die at the other side of the universe. It was pretty pathetic. It is what it is though. I love the game. Don't want to be too criticizing. The guys try to incorporate crossplay. They kinda punched above their weight and now they have to fix their stuff and we just have to wait. As for the armor choices, the Sovereign Protection help can of course be replaced with something else. Hush Saint's set is generally very balanced and well put together. You buy this by giving the remembrance to Molchu after defeating the Hush Saint. And the Holy Bulwark set can be farmed pretty easily. I also will post a vid here and at the end of this one showing the best farming method to get large shards. Very consistent. And you also have a chance of getting the entirety of the Holy Bulwark trousers, the weapon they're carrying, and a set load of vigor in the process, completely passively, just by fighting one enemy over and over again. So this is my build, guys. As you saw in the opening clips, it is pretty effective, looks kinda sick. I have the deluxe editions tincture, the exclusive gold. Looks are according to everyone's preference. I like this, I like the red cape I'm sporting here, pretty sweet stuff. And the bucket is just for added effect, as I said, you don't need to use the bucket, although bucket is live. I'd like some feedback, honestly, because I just completed my first playthrough of the game, cleaning up the world because we don't have vestiges in New Game Plus and we will not be able to move around really to gather stuff. Let me know what you think and let me know if you have any suggestions. If you suggest something that's gonna be helpful to the community, I will comment and heart it so others can see it as well. If you enjoy this, sub, like and hit the bell to be notified about more Lords of the Fallen content. And until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers.